to expect. You know what pregame feels like. You know how to handle the emotions leading up to it. But for the new players, the new coaches, no matter how much you tell them, there's still an element of uncertainty that really doesn't hit you until that ball is kicked off. So who handles it better? Who's more prepared for this stage? We're a couple minutes from finding out, and man, I think we are in for a great game.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Off we go on EA Sports. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on.
I didn't even really want to. I'm bugging. My bad. No, I wanted to I don't know what the fuck I picked up. I was meant to pick the fucking Steelers.
Position. Hey.
My bad. Yeah, you get that shit right back, nigga. Super Bowl. I don't know what the fuck. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe, mix them up with the, what's the name? That's what I was trying to go with. Nah, I go with the same team we was going with. The Colts. This nigga crazy. Dallas? You really want to come with Dallas? You don't want to come with Dallas. You want to come with Atlanta. Light snow, if anything, though. There don't got to be no heavy snow. That heavy snow. Heavy. You put heavy snow?
Have we been getting light snow? Absolutely not. Yeah, that's what we've been in. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've been outside shoveling.
That's what you want to rock in, then you won't do it.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Oh, and he gets it all wrong. Penalty flag's going to come in to mark this one out beyond the 40-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap. On 2nd down, here's Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. Inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60. Zane Gonzalez on for the point after. These kicks not a given in the snow, but this one is good. And the Falcons are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Johnson now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer, Aaron Rodgers.
You ask any player that's played in the Super Bowl, Mike, and they'll tell you the hardest part is everything up until kickoff. The best part is once that ball is kicked off, it finally feels normal again, and that's what these players are going through. They've been waiting for this moment. It feels like it's taken forever, but here we go. Who's going to go out and put together the best game at the right moment and come away Super Bowl champs?
I was just trying to figure out. I thought they had this name last year.
Still first down.
Oh, shit. They had Fields last year as a backup.
They'll start this on the ground with Warren. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. The veteran Leonard Floyd, they're on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 11.
Inside. 319. Once again, it's Warren. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On third down, Rodgers exiting the pocket right. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. That's a Steeler first down. They'll run the toss with Warren. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he'll try to drive forward. Not a bad gain in these conditions. We'll give him about 5 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. Valdez-Scantling on the move.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Jump out.
Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. He's got the connection there to Valdez-Scantling. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Yeah, 300.
On first and 10, it's Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and at best might have even lost a yard there.
Brought down by Caden Ellis. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11. At the Falcons'
50. Hey, you
20-yard
block over
line.
here.
On play action, Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He finds Austin. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue the ball. Every defense focuses on getting as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
They'll throw on first down with Penix.
If the thing won't open up now.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Now, deep ball from London. That is hot. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll take this right to the 43-yard line. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop.
It's now second and 6.
Now Penix to throw on second down. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Right here with Robinson.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To the left side, he gets back to Mooney. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? He'll try to run for it. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Falcons first down.
After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, 7-0 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles.
On second down, Penix. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Third and goal. From the gun, it's Penix. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyways. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal.
So often down here in these goal-to-go situations, so much of the emphasis is placed on taking away the wide receivers and the tight end targets in the end zone. It's not so easy bringing these backs down on the check down, so give a lot of credit to this defense, rallying to the ball and keeping them short of the end zone. I can tell you firsthand, Mike, snowy conditions are tough for everybody, but they can be especially tough on the kickers. You just can't practice this. There's nothing you can do to simulate your plant foot, the ground. In this case, it winds up no good.
And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And it'll be brought down at the, check is as good as mine. Why don't we just say gained about 3 yards. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Rogers. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down. From the gun, Rodgers. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the first down.
Well, give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
They'll run the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short. Here's third down and a few inches. We'll try and run it here with Warren. Good job on the ground to pick it up. Mark it at the 38 and move those chains. First down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. That's on the guard, Isaac Seumalo. Rodgers. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Second down at the 48-yard line.
Rodgers to throw. Moving to his right.
That's nice.
Not fun here. Third and a lot. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that'll set up fourth down. On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. Mike Hughes on the return for the Falcons. Take over there. The Falcons offense ready to take over once more. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0. As they begin with a first and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. To throw is Penix. Thrust, it's incomplete. He takes it to pass up, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Talking about the ref, stuck on the 18 points. These niggas fourth, but at one point these niggas was up by fucking. They was supposed to win by 6, but at one point they was up by fucking 9.
And that is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out first, second, third down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down, and barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw it with Penix. Now, deep ball for London. That's incomplete. Derek Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10.
319.
Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive.
Still first down.
A run up the middle with Warren. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Divine Diablo there to make the play.
Gotta go back and look at this shit.
They won by the 7. They won by 7. They're going to win by 7.
How much you took the lead for?
20. We had to score 20. They won by 7.
You got 20?
Yeah, he got us 20. Look like a cover.
Hey, 88.
One final throw before the break. That calf reels it in on the right side. And he's going to be brought down. They passed on that field goal attempt, and they get nothing out of it as the first half comes to an end. Could we have a finish to remember here in Santa Clara? Second half underway in Super Bowl 60. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Steelers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
So that shit open so far. I said that shit kept my shit open so far. What the fuck? Y'all got us the one?
319.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he'll get about 3 yards of that back. Setting up 2nd and long.
We're going to have to come back and get some clippers. We're going to have to come back and get anybody right now. You know?
Now Rodgers. That's going to be
What's the...
Very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
And that is incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Falcons offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Look at the big man go. And he's going to take this one all the way into the end zone. There is a marker down. I'm going to get the call, but I think this one is going to stand.
Offside. Defense.
Gonzalez now for the point out. He knocks it through. And the Falcons move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Steelers offense ready to take over once again. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Austin brought in motion. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing is Penix. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He's got room to roam. And he's in. Shawn Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Now Gonzalez to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Falcons must take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Steelers nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Gainwell to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Steelers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Here's a handoff to Warren. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, a run. How about a reverse instead? And he'll take this across the 30 to about the 32. Here's 3rd and 7. is Rodgers. That's caught. Right side. It's fire move.
No, I'm challenging that.
No,
Raheem Morris consulting with the staff above, and they decide to throw the challenge flag here.
Previous play is under review.
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge doesn't change the official's decision. They're going to keep the spot right where it was. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. A carry here for Warren. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Here down the field with ball incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put the drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle. They just cannot get anything going from here.
A big play here in the big game. Pickup of 46 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Trying to set the screen there, but that's going to be incomplete. Good work. Out in there defensively, gummed up the works a little bit, and they'll bring up 2nd down. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. Intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. The Falcons are going to have it just past their 25. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. Out wide. That's Robinson. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
And this is a great example of what can happen when you play complementary football. The back end holds up nicely in coverage, and then that front 7 is able to wreak havoc and put an end to this play.
They're going on 4th down. It's Penix. One underthrown and intercepted. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. numbers, you have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. He finds Austin with the grab. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's
Third and short yardage. It's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
And good coverage by Putty. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Robinson. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
It's a pickup of 6.
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They'll begin the 4th by giving it to Robinson. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. And here comes 3rd down. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
6 yards. That's good for our Falcons. First down.
On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now
They'll go again with Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
brings up 3rd and
Here's Penix. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Oh. You know that was a play. You took it.
It is intercepted. Picked off by
You see him right there.
And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
They can't score. Yeah, they is coaches.
First down for Aaron. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So let's play with these ones.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's what you think he'd be able to do.
It's a slow too.
And it's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Falcons offense ready to get back at it. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on offense for 1st and 10. Give to Robinson from the Pistols. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
Penix now off the bootleg. That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
Ramsey, Porter, second one.
They ain't giving it to him.
They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And that one shut down pretty
So,
quickly.
yeah, they got, we talking about, defense.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
That's what it is.
With Warren. And he's going to be brought down.
So what the fuck doing these? Where you be at on other times there?
On the pickup. Good for a Steeler first down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll run the toss with Warren. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
That is hard.
What's wrong, man?
He's in. DK
What you here for what?
touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores.
To give your other receiver away.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. Quick throw taken by Pitts. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 33, here's second and 2.
At the 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Penix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 2.
Let's go. Viking 18.
From the gun, here is Penix. A ball deep for the end zone. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
I didn't get it, right?
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert.
What? That's something you should tell. That's something you
Now,
gotta
fourth
tell.
other.
If you reach that shit out.
Previous play is under review.
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine
It's a
where
Super
the
Bowl,
spot
damn it.
should be.
After review of the play,
So
ruling
the
on
challenge
field
is not
stays.
successful.
It's a Super Bowl,
and cost
God
them
damn
the
it.
first of their 3 timeouts for the half. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, Pitts looking like a little freaking superstar.
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So now, from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. Powering forward. He's in. He's on Robinson. Touchdown. Falcons. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. Gonzalez tacks on the extra point. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Rodgers. Here's a screen set up to Warren. And he is upended. What an awkward looking tackle. They take him down behind the line on that one.
At the 21-yard line.
Now Warren. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
88.
Rodgers. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. On the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And he's going to have the Steelers' 1st down. As that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete.
You're right past your hand, my boy.
Defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Again, it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. And they will finally get to him as he's brought down near the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. The throw is Penix. Now, deep ball for London. That is brought in. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
That's how we doing it, Drake.
Gonzalez now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Falcons tack on one more to their lead.
Steelers 7.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in
What
the
kind of
final
good with
minute.
that? Might want to stick with that.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback.
So look kind of good with them. You might want to.
20-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 2.
You got another one there, you said?
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Play action now with Rodgers.
Initially, Mike, a really
That's
good
the blood.
job by the defense. Where to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn it.
See blood on the field.
A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
the 27-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it.
So let's see. Should I embarrass you with? But
And the Falcons have
this
done
guy
it.
that sound crazy. You bet your life on that. Bet your life on that. Bet your life on that. That's right. Let me check this shit out.
Just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise.
That's normal. Yeah.
It's been decided how we lose. 'Cause there's a fire under the altar.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After a long two-week build-up here in the Bay Area, the moment has finally arrived. It is time for football here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on, well, another team from the NFC.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go here on Sunday night primetime. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players.
Guys, just thinking we'll be up, man.
Piece of the offense are taking a backseat to his teammates.
Ready.
Always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
No gain on the play.
Prescott now.
7 and 10.
He's caught, expand forward. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. So from the 37, here's second and 4. Prescott to throw it. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team is capable of.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Williams going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll give it to him again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bears nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his 2nd NFL season, already getting his chance. I mean, harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his 2nd year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
Delay of game, offense.
That's like, what the fuck?
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Here's Williams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing is Williams. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Williams. He'll try and do this himself. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Prescott. This will be incomplete. A dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Extra point hits the left upright, but goes through anyway. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Second and 10. To the air, Williams. Quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game. So you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
Bruised knee, we out. Go your quarterback. Good hit, man. Good hit.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
They'll run here with a rookie. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it. It's a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd down and 8.
To throw, it's Williams. Targeting one. He's got him on the crossing pattern. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Moore, 26 yards. And the Bears are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Bears 7.
The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And it'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and 1st downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Now Prescott.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Dominique Robinson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 46.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll go play action here to Williams. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Savon Rebel. And the Cowboys force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And we've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. 2nd quarter coming your way next. 14-7 is the score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He was covered by Kevin Byard.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Cowboys 1st down.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Ball under 39. Here's 2nd down at 5. Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here's Prescott. Oh, poor throw there, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Monangai. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
On the ground, it's Monangai. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw is Williams. That's caught left side, Burnham. Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
A 44-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Oh, nice move. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Completes this one to Pickens. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and a yard.
Second and a yard.
Looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Kill.
Prescott now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 39.
16 yards. That's good for Cowboys. First down.
To throw is Prescott. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy.
There he goes, right side. He's on his way. Touchdown, Chicago. Kyle Manogai, 77 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point. And it's now 17-14. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Gets around him. And able to get this out to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now 2nd and 3. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Bears. Inside the 10. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football, just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points.
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Prescott to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat, his second sack of the night. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll drop the throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go with Williams. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Williams. To the right side and intercepted. Picked by and he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And he returns this to the 22. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing is Williams. His throw incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Prescott.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's
actually playing my man Shawn and shit from across the street.
Made a nice, short tackle.
Downfield by Pickens.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Dak, he wants to change the play.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. It is intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Jacoby Brisker.
That's why I held my hand up.
They're going to get the football here as the ball will come out to
That's
the
really good
20.
pick anyway.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
To the air, Williams. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kyle Monungai, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on a return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team.
Passing interference.
The play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really sharp.
I was playing, nigga,
he was holding them. He was beating.
Two remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
A gain of 18. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Prescott off play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Oh, my God.
Took a shot, couldn't connect. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good
Give me
day.
that shit.
And it'll be intercepted.
Take that.
Picked off by Shawn Wright. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this will be a Bears 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36.
And the Bears 1st down.
They'll run Monungai. And he will maybe get back to to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Only one quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the fourth. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Opted to run for it. The decision of Goodwin picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next one comes through and picks him up. And avoids the turnover.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. Working out of the gun, Williams. Pass caught by Burden. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Chicago.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll get this off to Swift. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Swift going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. How about this? They'll change it at the line.
4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll go. Here's Williams. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. You got this. Touchdown, Bears.
You want, right? Yeah. 2-1.
And the Bears are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this.
So, man, come here. I'm about to come in here and talk shit in my house and beat you. Alright, so yo, you next one. Tomorrow, if you want. Okay. It's 99, 6 minutes left. Yeah.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Sure. Clippers by 3. The largest lead as we approach the 2-minute mark.
That has dimples and Smoke doesn't, and that isn't makeup. That is literally how. Peace.
I'm pretty sure the NBA is not going to like the fact that Jeremy Lin dis-
question. Did Mitch Johnson call a timeout before the foul?
It's not a challenge.
Saying that he called a time before the foul. So he didn't even challenge it. J.B. DeRosa, the official, was out and he was pointing back to it's a timeout to challenge. But no, saying the timeout was committed by the cell.
You see them far in the extreme. Mitch is absolutely signaling time.
Okay, so Spurs with possession. One timeout left. That ball is going to Shawn. Robinson over on the cell. San Antonio ball down the one. Clippers are going to steal it. It's a long in. Push in. To the basket. Trying to extend the lead to 3. He's at 84% shooter. He's 3 for 3 tonight. And that huge third quarter, he says the free throw. The Clippers, even though they've had a timeout, plenty of time to get the ball in the third here with 12.9. Baker missed. More time on the clock. Elected to go to the basket and try to score. Here's the second one. McCollum tips it. And it's right down by Jeff Penny. That was Wembanyama who came to the line to focus out the foul. And they do with 6.1 left. So the Spurs trip to the line tonight. He's a 72% free throw shooter. Still inside for the Clippers. 6.1. They get it over 4-yard dip. Shawn. So makes this one. They'll need a 3. So that just left Hansel a free pass to the basket to get the offensive rebound. Plus you have timeout called by Mitch Johnson. Before the offensive foul, had that gone the other way, the Clippers would have a chance to win. Largest home deficit all year, down 25 in the third. They overcome to win it by 4. And don't forget Ernie, Kenny, Charles, and Shaq standing by with inside the NBA. Angel standing by with
Still to be guards here. We've been a hell of a game against the most defensive team yesterday. But credit on the referee today against the physical team as well. Like myself.
And you finished with 27 and 10. Your team showed up for you. I remember talking to Coach at halftime. He said, team defense is what we do when he's out the court. And you
subseason about 84 games in your average. Turn the season to 85. So, successes. This was like a statement to show to ourselves. It's a statement to our Indians, winning rotations, big time in this. The hardest game. Thanks so much. It was fun to watch. Thank you. Steve Harvey is off the court like 39 minutes and scoring 38 points against Detroit last night. We knew he was going to limit his minutes, and he played 22, yet he still missed. Ernie, Kenny, Charles, and Jack are standing by inside the NBA after this incredible come-from-behind win by the Spurs. To beat the Clippers 116-112. They are now 46 and 17. Still very much alive. Number one seed. Norrisburg, Angel Ray, their entire outstanding crew on Dave Nash. So we're watching solo from San Antonio on a great night in the NBA. The NBA with all the highlights and opinions. It's Tatum's back. A look back at game one of our.
Fucking that shit up though, yep. Fucking crazy. Look at you, look.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down.